Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to be digging into HubSpot's brand new customer success workspace. I'll be showing you my setup for running customer success in HubSpot and how the new customer success workspace fits in with that and what we're expecting to see coming next. We'll split this video up into three parts. Firstly, what has been released with the new customer success workspace in HubSpot. Secondly, how that fits in with the bigger customer platform narrative that HubSpot has been touting. And finally, what else you might want to implement for running customer success in HubSpot and how that fits with the new customer success workspace. As usual, you'll find the timestamps for all of those things in the video description down below. So you can jump around and go to the things that you want if you'd like. And before we get started, I just want to let you know that Arrows has been named HubSpot's top app for customer service in 2024. We'll talk more about how you can add Arrow's customer facing collaboration to HubSpot pipelines in this video. But if you want to check that out, I put the link to find Arrows in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Okay, let's get into this HubSpot customer success workspace. At Arrows, we've been documenting and sharing our playbook for running customer success in HubSpot for the last couple of years. So we're really excited to see HubSpot starting to build explicit tooling for post-sale teams with their new customer success workspace, which is now in public beta. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to run through the customer success workspace, what's been released, and where it fits with the other things that we're already implementing for customer success. So in this workspace, this gives you a really dedicated overview space for your customer success team to run their post-sale process. So over here on the left-hand side, we have tasks, we have a schedule, which is really nice. We can sync our calendar in here. And then we have some filtered views of company records. Importantly, companies are the record type that HubSpot is pulling in to the customer success workspace. We have companies that are owned by me, recently assigned to me, and companies that are renewing in the next 90 days. And that's using a renewal property, which you are specifying in the setup of the workspace. We then have some more tasks and some reporting here as well, which just allows you to select which reports you want to display in this view. This really is a container for all the different elements that your team is going to want to pull into one space for when they're working through their day-to-day tasks. So if we click into one of these categories, we're going to look at our deals renewing in the next 90 days, and that's going to take us over to the portfolio tab, which is essentially a filtered list of the companies based on specific criteria. So we have three that are shown in the summary page, but then we can also go and create our own shared views using our own properties, our own filtering, whatever we might want to display here to meet our needs. One thing that is really important to note is that there are specific properties which HubSpot is including in these default views, which cannot be changed. There's a couple of new ones here as well, which is interesting. So CSM sentiment is a new one, maybe indicative of some health scoring features that are going to be coming really soon. Renewal date is one that we picked, but then total revenue is just the roll up of all the closed won deals for a particular company. So we can do some basic filtering here. We can't change the columns which are displayed in the default views, but if we need other things, we can use the shared views, or we can create a view that is private or available to everybody to get more customization. We also have pipelines, and this is really helpful for post-sale process. We talk about this a lot, especially from Arrow's perspective. Running onboarding and implementation in a ticket pipeline or in a deal pipeline really allows you to define your process and then see the progress of customers through that process. So you might have a ticket pipeline for onboarding, for example. I can also look at deal pipelines. We have one here for renewals. So you can get a really quick view into what's happening in each of the stages of the customer life cycle that you might be responsible for. I mentioned earlier that you can connect your calendar. So you can also see a schedule view, which shows all your tasks, all your meetings with any of your assigned contacts. And it's a really nice way to get an overview of the work that is on your plate at any one time. So there's also this feed, which will just show all the activities. So you can filter down to everything that's happening with your accounts if you want to get a quick picture of what people are doing that you're responsible for. So why is this such a big deal? Well, HubSpot has been talking about the connected customer platform since inbound 2022. But this is the first move that they've made from a product perspective that explicitly targets proactive customer success use cases inside of Service Hub, which has historically been known as a reactive support and ticketing solution. We're expecting to see much more specific customer success functionality, such as health scoring, product data integration, that make it much easier to manage the customer journey beyond the point of initial sale and bring more of your go to market teams into the HubSpot customer platform in a way that gives them access to all of the data across the customer journey so they can make much more informed, much more proactive, and much more engaging interactions with customers that ultimately drive more growth, more retention, and keep everything and everyone in one place. So let's go into the other things that you might want to be implementing for customer success, because as we mentioned, this customer success workspace release is really just the start. It's just a container for all the other processes that you have running in your HubSpot account. What else do you need to implement? When a deal moves to closed won in your sales pipeline, you might want to automate and operationalize your handoff process to ensure a smooth transition into onboarding. So you can do that in a workflow. We can create a renewal deal. We can create a ticket for customer onboarding, send notifications to our team with automation in HubSpot. We could also use a ticket pipeline for our onboarding process. You can see here we're defining the process in stages. We're also attaching Arrow's collaborative action plans to each record, which allows customers to take action directly, submit forms, sign documents, upload files, everything that you might need to run a engaging onboarding process and get all of your data back inside of HubSpot, which you can then report on using HubSpot's own reporting tools for things like onboarding by status, onboarding by health, onboarding by rep, all that kind of stuff. And then, as I mentioned earlier, this is going to be coming in Service Hub pretty soon, but you can also run health scoring in HubSpot using all of the data that you have in the customer platform across the journey. So this is some custom health scoring using properties, but there is going to be native health scoring coming in HubSpot Service Hub as well. Of course, if you're in a recurring revenue business, you need to manage those renewals, hopefully encourage upsells and expansion revenue over time. And you can do that in a separate deal pipeline for renewals. We're using deal tags here to call out different types of revenue. We have videos on how to set all this up as well. Having the entire customer journey in HubSpot makes it much, much easier to report on, trigger playbooks, make sure that everybody has visibility into what is happening with an account at all times. And that's it. That was a first look at the brand new customer success workspace in HubSpot. We're expecting to see many more dedicated customer success features rolling out very soon in Service Hub, and they're going to extend the customer platform. So we'll certainly be watching this space. And while you're here, if you want to learn more about how to run onboarding and post-sale customer success in HubSpot and implement some of the things that we showed in this video, you'll find all of our tactical walkthroughs in these videos down below. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next